see any ships? Hey folks, so here we are in Porthleven in beautiful Cornwall. We're going to have a little mosey around and take you with us. Now this is Porthleven, beautiful little harbour, fantastic. It is quite early in the morning here, it's probably not even 9 o'clock yet. Thought I'd make an early start today to show you around the place. There are some very interesting buildings around here as well, and there's a town trail to follow. We may or may not actually follow the trail, but we will show you some of the buildings. And no doubt, Kim will be taking lots and lots of photos as well, so be sure to look out for them. As we take a walk around Porthleven Harbour, it was actually built in the 1800s and is the most southerly working port in the UK. Come down here in the summer or in season, dolphin watching trips, look, or mackerel fishing trips. All standard thing to do when you're down by the seaside. It is at the moment early February, so none of this is open, but nonetheless a beautiful little walk around here, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. So we've got a local celebrity here. Help us. Built in 1840, this building is the Accounts House. And if you look above the lintel, you'll see the initials of the first harbour master, William E. Cudlip. Up there, look, above the door. And it's a good job his middle initial was E, because if it wasn't, that would mean something else. The salt cellar was built in 1816 for the storage of cargoes landed in the port, including salt from Norway. Salt was very important to Porthleven and was used as a method of preserving millions of pilchards. Just coming towards the outer harbour here. Hopefully you can't hear the chainsaw or whatever it is in the background. There's always something every time you try and film somewhere. But this is very nice. If you notice, they've got the gate across the inner harbour there, just in case there's any storms on the way. But at the moment, very, very peaceful. Very nice. All the way along there, Bayview Terrace, another part of the Porthleven Town Trail. The curved white terrace of Victorian townhouses points to a prosperous Porthleven at the turn of the 20th century. The buildings with bay windows and gables each feature a Cornish coat of arms and were completed in 1905, and they all have stunning views across the entire harbour area. I hope you're picking this up on this camera here. This really is a bit of a picture postcard view this morning. It's early February. It is just starting to spit with rain, unfortunately, but at the moment the light's nice and we're enjoying a little peaceful walk around the harbour. So this is one of two cannons, one this side of the harbour and one the other, defending it against any invaders. And I should imagine they're pretty effective. Behind us there, on the other side of the harbour, is the Ship Inn, very famously the oldest still in use pub in Porthleven. Often mistaken for a church, the Bickford Smith Institute has stood for over 100 years. and one of its 4 clock faces was lit almost 3 decades before the village had any oil lamps, and was a very welcoming beacon to homecoming fishermen. It is a much photographed building and has stood the test of time against fierce winter storms. Another feature which you'll find on the town trail if you come and follow it is that behind me, which is the Institute. There is a plaque on the wall there dedicated to Wing Commander Guy Penrose Gibson, who was the commanding officer of the 617 Squadron, otherwise known as the Dam Busters, famous for carrying out the raids in 1943. Porthleven was his English home, as his mother belonged to an old Porthleven family. We're just taking a little walk out along the pier, obviously. Quite a good spot for storm chasers that come down here. Film the storms. It can be dangerous, obviously, but quite nice this morning nevertheless. The breaking waves. There's actually a couple of people bodyboarding in the distance there. I don't know whether you can see them there on the end of the rocks there. It looks like they're having fun. I should imagine the water's pretty chilly. Another favourite pastime to do, obviously, when people come to the seaside, go rock pooling. Rock pooling being searching out little creatures, crabs and such like. Hours of fun. I can't think of a better place to come and do it. Beautiful. Well, there's a bit of ASMR for you, for those of you that like it. Yes, I did dangle the camera over the side of the pier. What was the worst that was going to happen? Hopefully you can just about make out these bodyboarders up here. Bearing in mind we are very early in February. It is about 3 degrees, but it's dry and it's bright. It's a beautiful morning. I'm not sure I'd try that, but they're providing entertainment for us while we're watching them. I'm going to head back down the pier. We're actually going to take you over there and have a little walk along the beach there. Can't get over this view. This side's beautiful, isn't it? Well, that's the beach down behind us, obviously. And there are some people actually swimming in the sea without any wetsuits, rather than me. There you are. Say I'm not good to you. Bit more ASMR thing about. Down here on the beach, absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, it is very early February. What more could you want? Beautiful. It's about a 4.5 hour drive for us, but worth it. We're spending a long weekend down here just for a little recharge, reboot. Another part of the heritage or town trail is that behind me there, which is the mill. Standing on this spot since the early 1800s, the mill was originally powered by a water wheel, which is driven by the stream that now runs through the playing fields and under the road. Through the years, the building has been used as a stables for a horse-drawn bus company, a garage, and is now a restaurant. It's very good. As you walk round, you keep seeing these little plaques and it tells you where you are on the town trail. If you're following it, I believe you can buy maps of the trail from various shops. I think they're about £1. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But it's very good. And if you're coming around with some kids and you want to teach them a little bit of history while you enjoy the place, it's a very good idea. And the lights took a bit of a dim. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning. I think the weather might be closing in on us. Sex and drugs and lobster rolls. Well, hope you're enjoying this so far. We really do love bringing you videos of these places and visiting them ourselves, but it is quite expensive, so if you would like to support us, check out ways you can. We'll leave all the links down below. We would really appreciate it, and we'll keep wandering around places like this and bringing you with us. There's your map of the town trail, and there's the list of what we got there. We're going to have a look this side of the harbour, which is over there, see what we can see over there. That building there on the corner, that's the old fish stores. So we're making our way around the other side of the harbour, trying not to get run over. There's a lot of cars about at the moment. That's the view from this side of the harbour. You see the town laid out in front of you. Absolutely fantastic. And this is the China clay store, which does exactly what it says on the tin. It stores China clay. Or used to. Used to be the store for the China clay, obviously. Very big business in these parts, China clay. And this one, if you can hear me over the noisy dogs, is the warehouse, which at the moment is a gym. We're wandering along, and this brings us to the lime kiln, built in 1814.
This kiln was used to burn rock lime. A full-time attendant would have built up alternate layers of rock and coal inside the kiln.
Have a little look, a closer look at this lime kiln, if we can.
The villagers were quick to appreciate the source of free heat from the kiln, and it wasn't unusual to find clothes drying nearby.
Usual round design. Pretty cool, see it still here. As you can see, still very much a working harbour here, which is good to see in my book. That brings us along to the Ship Inn that we saw from the other side. Like I said, the oldest still standing pub in Porthleven, and another feature on the town trail. How do? See any ships? Oh, that behind us there is what they call a pill box. It's a gun emplacement, obviously left over from the war. Soldiers would have been in there, making sure nobody got into the harbour. And if they did, they'd have shot them. Down behind us there is the old lifeboat house, which we showed you from the other side with the mural on the front. But anyway, that's most of the town trail done for you, on both sides of the harbour. Just jumped in off the end of the pier there, this guy, and he's off to join his intrepid mates up over there, just waiting for a few waves, and they've been surfing and bodyboarding and avoiding the rocks. Just about see the mural there on the front of the old lifeboat house that we showed you from the other side. Well, that is us back in the car. If you've lasted this long, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that wander around the beautiful little harbour town, village, one of them. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Here in beautiful Cornwall. We enjoyed it, didn't you?
I did.
Gorgeous. You were burning through your SD card, snapping away there. So keep your eyes open for the photos that we'll put up of Kim's. Like I said a bit earlier, please check out ways you can support the channel. We really, really do appreciate your support. We love bringing you along with us and showing you around these places. Those of you that may be abroad or those of you that can't get to these places, we love to show you around them. And don't forget, if you have enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give us big thumbs up, hit that like button, click the notification bell, do all that good stuff, subscribe. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you somewhere, no doubt, next time. Say goodbye, Kim.
Goodbye, Kim.
Goodbye, Kim.